Hey guys. Okay. Late night little situation, but we're going to get into chocolate tonight. Fragrances and my collection with chocolate. Now, I don't have my favorite chocolate of all, and one day I will feel compelled enough to get it. And I think that my favorite chocolate that I've tried, that I'm like, this is the chocolate of all chocolates, is by Gallagher fragrances. Um, and it's called Wicked Good. Hey, Alicia. Thanks for joining in. And it's called Wicked Good. Have you tried Wicked Good, Alicia? Because that one just took my senses by storm. I haven't smelled it in a while, but I keep saying one of these days I'm going to pick it up. And Wicked Good by Gallagher has milk chocolate, tonka bean, and Madagascar vanilla, but it's so good. I don't know what chocolate greedy is like by Mancera Montal. Mancera, I think. But let's get into the ones that I do have. So I guess I'll start with this one. And this one is Cheirosa 71. Brazilian Crush Cheirosa 71. And this, I think I decided of 2023, I suppose. It was 2023 that I was like, this is the gourmand fragrance of all gourmand fragrances because it's the best bang for your buck. Look at this huge bottle, and it is everything goodness. When you're a super gourmand lover, I don't even have to spray this. It's so decadent right from the nozzle. You have this one, Alicia. I don't even get to wear her that much because you see that dent. It's a decent dent, but for somebody that's a gourmand lover, I thought it would be more than this. But it's so decadent that I'm just like, I think when I first really wore it, um, I overdid it. So when I overdid it, I think it kind of made me be like, okay, you have to literally be careful with that when you wear it. So in this particular one, it has notes of caramel, macadamia nuts, vanilla, white chocolate, sea salt, coconut blossom. It's a nice dent, and the mist is better than the perfume as far as lasting power. I agree, but this is so decadent. A friend of mine was looking for a cookie perfume. And I think at the time only 62 was really out before 71 came out. And I wasn't that crazy about 62. So when she picked up this, I was like, I'm just not crazy about that line. Like, it's nice, but I'm not like fawning over it until I smelled this one for myself. And I was like, oh. But out of all the gourmands that I had smelled, this one just took the cake as far as longevity, performance, smell, how rich and decadent it was. It did the job. So this is white chocolate in this, and I so get it. It adds to that cookie smell, like cookie dough with a little bit of chocolate. The caramel is there. This is such a good one, and it has that pinch of sea salt to just, it doesn't balance out the sweetness at all, but it just adds to the richness. And I absolutely love this one. I don't ever think of this as a chocolate perfume, but it has white chocolate in it. It goes with the whole we're super, super gourmand, and that's Cheirosa 71. The next one I have is a newer chocolate to my collection, and I got this during Scent Explore. I picked up Vivamor's Choco Exclusif. This one was not on my radar. So let's go back with a little history of me and Vivamor. So I'm a huge Navitus fan. Um, mm, I was not for any reason that well, yes, I was. And I did a lot of digging and trying and things with Navitus, but I think I've, just learned to slow down. So it's not like no real bad blood, but just needed to slow down. But at Scent Explore, I was just like, I didn't get the Navitus that I wanted. So I was just kind of grasping for straws and I was like, well, just give me that one. And Choco Exclusif is really nice. I was afraid to kind of get it because I hadn't spent time with it. It wasn't on my radar. So even though I could smell it there, it was still a blind buy because I just wasn't sure about it. It felt like a blind buy. It's not a blind buy, of course, but it just felt like it. So Choco Exclusif, as it says, it's chocolate, but the top notes are blood orange and Calabrian bergamot. The middle is dark chocolate and coffee, and then the base is Madagascar vanilla, pancake, a note of pancakes, and maple sap. Now, one thing about me, I don't really care for maple. I don't really care for maple. It just reminds me of pancakes and syrup. And while it's sweet and it's rich, I just would rather not smell like syrup. So let me try this out. So when you spray it, you do get the little burst of chocolate, but it's not as strong as you would think. With this being called Choco Exclusive, especially for someone like me who's an actual gourmand lover. It's nice and chocolatey and smooth. So you're getting more, I get the blood orange, but it doesn't take away from the chocolate. I've had fragrance. Oh, that's one thing I need to note in this chocolate video. That's one thing that will really just kind of, I'm turned off by. Like, I'm so tired of chocolate and orange perfumes, like powdery chocolate and orange. Like, I'm so over it. But this one, the blood orange in the top does not take away from this fragrance for me. It helps keep it lifted, but it's not like, oh, we're adding this citrusy note to the chocolate. Alicia says, I have a fragrance by Kai Fragrances that is called Making Love, and it has pancake syrup and bacon, and he has a few chocolate scents too. I feel like I had a syrup and bacon fragrance, but I want to say it was with the coffee in my coffee video because I got it from JC. Alicia, help me out. What's JC's brand that Lulu used to talk about all the time? So I'm not as familiar with Kai Fragrances, but that sounds interesting. But yeah, I think I had his. Oh, that is his brand. So I think we may have smelled the same one. So yeah. Okay, so that is his brand. But it had coffee in it. I think this was part of his coffee line, and it had that syrup and bacon in it. I really, really, really love his. Absolutely. He had ganache and hot coffee. The coffee line was amazing. Like, I really, really enjoyed that one more than the other line, the ganache line. So for this particular fragrance, what I noticed in wearing it and trying to explore it a bit was that it starts off with that sort of burst of chocolate, but not like ooey gooey cloying chocolate, but again, lifted with the citruses just a little bit. But then it starts going to the base note. So that pancake and vanilla, I don't really get a pancake per se. I get more of a slight bready, slight carby type note or smell. The maple doesn't come through that strong for me, which I'm so elated about because I'm just not into maple. Alicia says that the coffee line is nice and he will be introducing some new scent soon. Okay, so I have to check it out. Thank you for giving me the heads up because his coffee line was amazing. I got the discovery set and each little vial was actually enough, but over the years I think it has kind of, little bottles have little feet. And so I'm not quite sure where that ended up. Let's see. I know you're happy about out, girl. Woo, child, I am. Hi, Cassandra. Sorry. Good to see you. Thanks for joining in. Yeah, so the maple is not super prominent to my nose. But it takes me in the realm of Altair by PDM, like on my skin for whatever reason, because it kind of started off like I was kind of afraid, like, what am I getting myself into? Chocolate and pancakes and maple. But it starts off pretty sweet and then it goes into this like really, really, really nice vanilla, almost in that Altair by PDM realm. To me, I have not tested them side by side. It's just what comes to mind when I was wearing it. I was like, I kind of don't want it to be redundant, but this is more of that sort of vanilla, but with some carby, starchy, bready quality. I like it for it to have not been on my radar and for me to just kind of pick it out and go with it. I'm pretty happy with it. So this is Choco Exclusif by Vivamor Parfums. They say it both ways. Thank you. But I know you literally say in your videos, Cassandra. So I just wanted to honor that. But thank you. The next one I'm gonna go with is a staple for I think most people when they want to get into the chocolate or want to understand the chocolate. And it's so funny because I got this. Let me tell you what it is because I started just talking and rambling about it. And this is Choco Musk, the Middle Eastern oil. It just says Crown Perfumes, but I think most people know once you put in Choco Musk, this is what you are looking for or going to get. So I think I got this around the time that, when we were getting into fragrances and it came out or was put on the map. It's a roller ball, so I'm rolling it on the paper. But I got it and then I could never find it. Just have fragrance, and it's like, where is this little vial? But when I put up my shelving, I found it amongst its friends, and I have to roll some more in here. Do I need to roll this? I spray on so much stuff all day, like wash it off, put on lotion, all kinds of smells. But let me see. So most people get this. Hi, Nika. Thanks for joining in. So when I found this, I was like, yup, that's that chocolate that people talk about. That's a really good layering chocolate, et cetera, et cetera. But just now I'm smelling it and it's giving me, I'm going to chalk it up to probably what my skin is smelling like. Either it's losing its luster. But anyway, let me talk about what they may give us on. Oh, so this is Al-Rehab, even though it just says Crown Perfumes. But it's Al-Rehab. And it's described as a warm, spicy, because that's what I'm getting more of like right now than just that kind of powdery chocolate that I felt like we were into. And it's giving off a little bit more spice than I remember. Definitely giving it some Middle Eastern qualities that I just don't remember. But this one is powdery, musky, amber, balsamic, and it has notes of vanilla milk chocolate, white musk, spicy notes, cinnamon. I'm really not getting anything on this paper. Hold on. Cinnamon, amber, sandalwood, myrrh, and rose. Right now, I'm just not getting the chocolate feels that I had when I first got it, or even when I just more recently found it. But I don't know. Let's move on to the next one. So that was, I thought I had like five, I don't know. But one of these videos I was gonna have to talk about a duo. So I think this is my second week and I hadn't brought up a duo really. So, but here we are. Hey, Mighty Strong, good to see you. Thank you for dropping in. Alicia, you've never tried Choco Musk? I mean, I think if you want to dip your toes into chocolate, is something you might want to check out. But if you've gotten your nose on quite a few things in chocolate, like you're not missing out. Put it that way. So this next one, this duo is dark chocolate, rum and vanilla. This is a fragrance that was inspired by, I should know this off the top of my head because this is like one of my favorite duos. I just don't wear it that often, but I absolutely love it. So it was inspired by Gourmand Coquin by Guerlain. And it has the notes of dark chocolate as the first note, cacao, rum, vanilla, spices, rose, and pepper. I really like this. So you get the dark chocolate mixed with the rum. You get the vanilla. And I definitely remember, I did a duo haul video and I remember smelling this, and the smell, I think I described it before as being like chocolate pudding. And then the rose emerges like chocolate covered rose petals. But I definitely do get the rum. It smells like a sweet brown liquor. I'm not sure if I specifically would say rum, but yeah, I'm a brown girl. It's sweet, a sweet liquor. So that's what I kind of get, like a chocolate pudding spiked with some rum. The pepper isn't too prominent. It's balanced with the sweetness and could probably be described as lightly soft spicy. But it has like a little background of rose. So I really, truly love this. I'm trying to remember if I've ever gotten my nose on the real thing. I don't think I have, but I don't feel like I'm missing out because I enjoy this. A lot of times I'll get this to see if I care for the profile. And that pretty much tells me if I'm interested in the OG or not. Now, if I actually have an opportunity to come across the OG, I'm all for it. Like, because there are some that I do know there's certain notes that I know this brand does not like always finesse properly, and it's better to try the OG. So I just keep a good balance. Let's see what's going on here. So Mighty Strong says she loves Choco Musk and it layers well with gourmand scents. Yum. And then Mighty Strong says that it would layer well with the notes that Alicia pointed out. And she said she's going to try it, but she does already have quite a few chocolate and coffee scents. Ooh, Alicia, what is your favorite chocolate and coffee scent? Scents. So I really love this one. It's doing these always gives me like really good ideas about what to wear the next day. Like tomorrow. What do I want to smell like tomorrow? All right. So I think 1, 2. So we did 4. I have one more. And this particular, let me see if I can smell this one anymore. The Choco Musk. Super light. Have you guys ever tried the Choco Musk perfume? I tried the Choco Musk perfume. I think there was an intense version that came out, so I purchased that. It's still sitting. I bought it quite a while ago, but it's still sitting. And I want to say it was a little bit more perfumey than just like a chocolate fragrance, like the oil. And a lot of people weren't really feeling that, but I need to revisit it. So the last one I have is Crystal Love for Her by the Attar collection. I love their bottles. They're so cute. This one has white chocolate in it. Sweet. So I decided to buy this because when I was looking it up, someone described this as blowing candles out over a birthday cake. Like there's this slight little smokiness, there's the waxiness from the candles, and then the cake icing. And I was like, I love that. And sure enough, it is spot on to that description. So it's a fun little fragrance for me, but let's check out the notes because I like this one. Crystal Love for Her. It's described as vanilla sweet, powdery chocolate, fruity, and fresh spicy. Let me think. Fruity, fresh, spicy. I mean, I guess it's fresh, spicy in that we know that we kind of get that from Middle Eastern fragrances. But, you know. Hi, Ade. Thank you so much for dropping in. I'm glad you were able to catch a lot. Mighty Strong only has the oil. Okay. And Alicia said someone told her that the perfume wasn't hitting like the oil. Not at all. Yes, we have some white chocolate. And this one again is called Crystal Love for Her by the Attar collection. So the notes in this one are, oh, okay. So it has fruits and rose at the top. I guess I can see that. Mm-hmm. But you know how cake icing isn't just, sometimes it can have those different facets of like red or pink or sprinkles, or so I think that's the kind of fruits and rose I'm getting. So this also has, so this one actually has milk chocolate. I thought it was white chocolate. Milk chocolate, white musk, nutmeg, bourbon vanilla, and tonka. So I think this is just a pretty fun, fluffy kind of Middle Eastern fragrance. It's probably a little mass pleasing, but it depends on, I really think it depends on the frame of mind that you're in when you're smelling this. Like, for example, I think in my Middle Eastern video, I was talking about Casablanca by Swiss Arabian and how a lot of people are like, oh, it smells like apple juice. And then when people smell it, they're like, apple juice? Because it has the Middle Eastern DNA to it, where it's going to be a little spicy. It's going to be a little, it's not just pure smooth apple juice. There's some added elements to it, And so that's this as well. Mighty Strong asks, do I have a favorite Middle Eastern fragrance that I love? So I just did a Middle Eastern fragrance video. No, it was ones that I've added. And because it's still here from the other videos I did, one that I'm loving right now, not just overall throughout my whole collection, but this is Empire Victor by Cadlage. So I just added this one not too long ago, and I really like this one because it's an easygoing lemon vanilla, floral lemon vanilla. So it's not just going to be your devotion, smell like lemon pound cake, but it's a floral lemon vanilla. So I like this one a lot. Is there one that I like or that I love? I don't know. I really would have to think about that. Because I have Nabras. I really like that. I have Artisan Ethnique. I forgot to put that one in the video of the newer Middle Eastern fragrances that I got. Artisan Ethnique took a little moment to warm up for me. Oh, but so I guess I can say that I love right now, in addition to Empire Victor, is Noble Blush. Noble Blush by Lattafa. I really love that. It's pink, it's girly, it's elegant, it has presence. So I really like that one. Casablanca is your baby. Yes, Casablanca is one of the OGs for me. And she's just one that just doesn't fail. Like, she's a good one. Oh, I have one more. This is my latest one. I do have one more. I forgot because it's in the box. Let's see here. It's a Xerjoff. Xerjoff's with some chocolate in it. So this particular one is Via Cavour I. This is a Xerjoff that I recently got. I feel like it was just one of those ones that I had to try for myself. Now, this was prior to, so 2025, I'm like, I got to smell stuff. I got to start smelling things, like really testing them or sampling them, and stop like, I'm convinced, get a bottle. Like, I know better. It's just sometimes it'd be like that. So before 2025, I got this one because I felt convinced by, does anybody watch Jack's Beautiful You on YouTube? I feel like I was convinced to buy this one by her. Mainly. I feel like I may have heard it a couple more times somewhere else or reading up about it. Oh, and then they were talking about it like in a group. But yeah, she, I think, mainly convinced me that I needed a bottle of this. Right? Mighty Strong's laughing at me. Yeah, it'd be like that sometimes. So this particular one is an interesting one. And let me get some notes for you because I always have sort of a slight issue when I first spray this one. It's like, what did I get myself into here? Like, what? What is this? But when I spray it on my skin, it evolves into something that I really like. So this particular one is just overall sort of a sweet, fruity, powdery caramel, woody, warm, spicy vanilla fragrance. That says a lot. That's a lot. But the notes are, it opens up with, I always want to say quince. Quince. Yes, this is Via Cavour one. And then white peach is here. After that, the middle notes is quite a few. There is dark chocolate, red berries, Moroccan rose, regular rose, and patchouli. And then there's caramel. I've been saying this in in some of my videos, like, and the gourmand base of my dreams, or that warms my little gourmand heart, caramel, Madagascar vanilla, amber, agarwood, cashmere, and musk. Alicia says she has Aurum. Is Aurum by Xerjoff? And you don't have this one, but it's on your list. Right. So I was just so curious about this. But like I said, when I first spray it, it's really kind of weird. Like, this wasn't the vibe I was going for today. But when you put it on your skin, it evolves down to something really nice that I quite enjoy. The dark chocolate is not as dark, heavy, or bitter. It's a very airy fragrance. It's not thick or dense, but pretty airy. So you do get some fruity notes up top. And then it gets it's weird. It's like a gourmand musky. But then the rose starts to emerge, and yeah, so that's what you have. I feel like it's not a love for me. Alicia said so weird in the air. I wouldn't say in the air. I just think the initial opening is kind of weird for me. And then once it evolves, it starts to become something that's enjoyable. So, and that it's airy. I think when I saw these notes and thought of these notes, I thought it was going to be a little bit more richer, a little bit more gourmand, but it is a airy, gourmand, musky type fragrance. It's a little different. Well, it's quite different than what I expected, but that's a good thing because I feel like I'm not getting something something similar to what I already have, because I like what I like, and it tends to be kind of similar things. So it's nice. We're not in love yet, but it's really nice. It's different. It's interesting. But that's how I feel. I feel like I heard a lot of, oh my gosh, it's so great. But yeah, the main thing is that there is chocolate, and it's not heavy or dense. It's more airy. So I think that's actually a pretty good thing. And I like that. What are you guys' favorite chocolate? Do you guys have a favorite chocolate? But seriously, I think once it's all said and done, or if I'm really pressed for a chocolate in my collection, I'm gonna get Wicked Good. Wicked Good by Gallagher Perfumes was the chocolate of chocolates for me. When I smelled it, I was like, oh, I wouldn't need another chocolate because that chocolate is bomb. I said Swa Maliki. Interesting. Okay. Swa Maliki has chocolate in it. I'm slipping like a lot of fragrances. I guess I just don't even. I guess sometimes I look at them as sort of a profile versus like, oh, what notes, blah blah blah. But I did not know that Swa Maliki had chocolate in it, and it sure does. Cacao at the base. Okay. Okay. Um, sorry, I have to do that to kind of read some comments that dropped to the bottom. But interesting. So Swa Maliki has the fruity top, blackcurrant bergamot, and then rose and silk in the middle with some chestnut and cacao. And that's an interesting combination to me because I feel like that's almost what, even though it doesn't smell like guidance, but the structure of it with that chestnut and cacao in the base. I see that Nika is saying she likes Bocanera by Ordo Parisi. Nice. I've never heard of that one, but I will look it up because I'm so curious. Bocanera Ordo Parisi. Okay, so this one is, now watch, just because you said it, I'm gonna hear about it very soon. Google likes to listen to us. But it has chili pepper, black pepper, ginger. Oh, so it is spicy. It's spicy, Nika? Is it really spicy? Because that got a lot going on there. Yep, warm spicy is the top accord. With ginger, black pepper, and chili pepper, cacao pod at the top, and then jasmine's in the middle. Okay. And then chocolate, musk, leather, animal notes, cedar, patchouli, vanilla, and sugar in the base. That sounds quite interesting. That is one interesting. You know what I love now? On Fragrantica, when they give sort of the AI pros and cons, I love reading those. So Nigga says, I'd say rich. It's so good. I believe you. One of my favorite fragrances is more of like the chili pepper or chili and coffee with tuberose. So I'm just kind of getting an idea with the jasmine, spicy notes, chocolate. That sounds like a good combination. So listen to these pros. Dominant chocolate note with a hint of chili creates a unique and intriguing sense. Does it smell like Mexican chocolate? Bold and artistic composition with distinct play of notes. That's exactly what those notes are giving. Reasonably priced for the quality and longevity. So cons is may not appeal to those who prefer sweeter fragrances. So it's not a sweet chocolate. Nika, because it has cacao pot and chocolate, but I guess with all the other notes, it may not stand out as a sweet chocolate. And then it says maybe too artsy or unconventional for some. And then may not be suitable for those who dislike chocolate or spicy scents. Get it. Got it. Yeah, that one sounds nice. Tabac Rose. You know what? Because I've been doing these videos, and the other day we talked about rose, I was half sniffing around with more roses. Like, once you do the video, you're like, oh, I could have included that rose and that rose and this rose and that rose. And two of the roses that I was interested in comparing today, because I sprayed Mysterious Rose by Amarud. And then I was like, is this Tabac Rose without the tobacco? I don't know. I'm so curious. I have to find my decanted Tabac Rose and compare. But let's look up Tabac Rose. This is another one that I have been trying to get a I just really want a good price. That's what I'm waiting out on. So she said Tobacco Rose is another fave, which I, for whatever reason, didn't know it had chocolate in it. Nigga says maybe more like Mexican chocolate. It's a sultry chocolate. It's sweet on my skin. Yeah, that's what I when I hear spicy chocolate, that's what I kind of think of. Um, Not syrupy sweet though. All right, nice. And then Alicia says Amaru's Mysterious Rose is nice. It is, right? Um, I got it last year at Sin Explore. I don't have a full bottle, but I was able to buy some decants and I really like it. But let's look at let me check Tobacco Rose because I just was not aware of this chocolate. I feel like I may have interpreted more as like coffee. It has plum and pink pepper and Italian lemon at the top, rose, chocolate, cinnamon. So I do definitely get the rose. I guess chocolate and plum, cinnamon, and the tobacco. Oh, the tobacco is so nice. Like, yeah. Um, Indonesian patchouli leaf and Spanish labdanum. 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 Yeah. Ade is saying that it's chocolate rose and tobacco. I don't know why I didn't think about if this is chocolate. I guess it doesn't come across to me. It just didn't come across to me as chocolate. I feel like my nose just kind of interpreted more as coffee, I think. But this is so interesting to see that it is. And I literally was thinking about this for half the day because I wanted to compare it to Mysterious Rose. So I'm going to compare the notes real quick. So Amaru's Mysterious Rose. All right, let's see what's in this one. It has praline, fig, pepper, and lemon at the top. And then damask rose, osmanthus, violet leaf in the middle, Bulgarian rose, Tahitian vanilla, benzoin, and cedar. So no chocolate in this one. But I guess that praline, I don't know, it just felt like tobacco rose without the tobacco. Amber! I keep saying, there's so many things to do in a day. Like, it's crazy. And I'm like, I gotta text Amber to see when she gonna come on here with me. Hey, girl, hey. Glad you dropped by. On my skin, the rose and chocolate is almost honeyed, if that makes sense. So that's in tobacco rose for you, Tanika. Anyone try Guerlain Fèvre Gourmand that's supposed to be like gourmand cocaine? Nope. I haven't tried it. I have this one. So I think that this will do it for me. At least, I have a slight little dent here, but I look forward to using it up. I'm sitting here thinking like, should I wear this tomorrow? That rose just comes out and like caresses my skin and I love it. Cool, girl, cool. All right. And you need this duo. If you don't have gourmand cocaine, I say get it. I like it. And not just because it's supposed to be gourmand cocaine. You know what I mean? Like, I have the guide by them as well. And that's the one that I feel like is supposed to be guidance. And that's only because I truly love 10 Toes Down, love my guidance. So when I got it, I was like, yes, I like it, but it's supposed to be guidance. This, and I guess I only feel this way because I don't think I've ever smelled the real thing. but the way that the chocolate is and the way that the rose is, I just think it's a really good, really, really good version. So, I have that Dua Beauty. You do? Do you love it as much as me? Yeah, I really like this. This is this is when I was collecting Duas early on. You see that acrylic cap in the old style label with the little metallic Dua logo. Yeah. So, but those are the chocolate fragrances I have. I'm so excited that I was able to find some because I knew I had some, but it's not like a note that I feel like I go after a lot. Like when Mason Mataha came out with Brownie Pop, I was interested, but not enough to be like, yeah, go ahead and let's order a bottle. It was like I need to sniff it, but um I'm not in a rush. Like if I do that, that'll be great. Oh, what's the name of this Dua? So this Dua, if you go on the site and you put in gourmand cocaine, it'll come up as well. But this one is dark chocolate rum and vanilla. It's a long name, so they squeezed it on there. I don't want y'all looking at my horrible cuticles that I don't take care of too well. uh, You have gourmand cooking. Nice. Have you tried the Fev? What is it called? Fev Gourmand. Have you tried that one and compared it to your gourmand cooking? Ade? Uh because I've only overheard getting my nose on those exclusive line Guerlains. I just haven't found a place to do that. Nika, do you know where we can in our area where we can smell the private line Guerlains? Yeah, but I love chocolate. I hope you guys liked the choices I selected for tonight. Yes, I tried FG at the store. Very similar. Okay, that's good to know. Oh, Nika said I finally tried Amwash Lilac Love recently, and I may need that. I think I liked Lilac Love. I think I did. Yeah, that's a nice one. I think also because I like Blossom Love too. I think Lilac Love and the Love Tuberose were my favorites. But in the end, I think I decided that if I were to buy a bottle, it would be Love Tuberose because that was just the most beautiful tuberose I had smelled up until that point. Ade says that Saxon Neiman's has it. Oh, and I've been in there a few times, and I don't think I've really paid it any attention. So next time I will definitely I feel like I need to make sure I have more than 5 fragrances. Um, Nika says that, yep, Neiman's and Tyson's in the back near the men's department. They have all the private galons. Where do I be when I go to these stores? I think there's just so much to see and sniff and be. So one day I'll have to make my way back there and check it out because that would be really nice to actually smell the real thing. Yeah. But guys, it's almost 10:30. Thank you so much for dropping in and talking chocolate fragrances with me. I definitely love this. It again, it really helps me to kind of go through my collection and really appreciate some of what I have. And you guys give me amazing suggestions. I really love this is what I really love about doing this and discussing with you guys all the like what you guys get from it, what I get from it, and new things to smell in a fragrance that I feel like I already know, but people will tell me, you all tell me about different things that you smell in it. So I'm super excited to re-smell, re-wear, rediscover all these fragrances. Nika says that Neiman's is kind of cluttered. So you can easily miss them. I think so. They're tucked away in the back. And Hugo, you know what? Exactly. That was one. I think that along with this chocolate musk was like my first chocolate fragrances. Hugo Boss for her, another affordable chocolate. That is so funny because I was just thinking about that because I am actively trying to purchase Hugo Boss for her elixir. One of our frag friends in another live was reminding me about that one, and I was like, yep, gotta get it. Thank you, Mighty Strong. Thanks, Alicia. Alicia, you gotta tell me, is it Alicia or Alicia? So I can say it right. But thank you. It is delicious. I agree. I do have that one. Thank you guys for joining, and I may see you guys tomorrow night. I have to remember what else did we put on our list of things of fragrances to talk about. Someone asked about viral niche fragrances. So I'm gonna look to see what I have that's a viral niche fragrance. Maybe not much, but I'll have something and we'll chat about it. I love all you guys' comments, so it's so hard. I just tried Dries Van Noten and Swa Maliki. Listen, I need that. I have the newer version. I feel like I need to get my nose on the road thing just to make sure it is what I think it is. So I agree, Amber. Last one, but did you ever try the Bohemian Oud from Zara? So I did not. And I also thought they have a chocolate collection too, I think. So I did not try Bohemian Oud. I kind of stopped buying Zara fragrances. It's always a chase going into the store and this trying to find stuff, and then online they're either sold out or they're getting more expensive because they're getting more popular, and it's just like, that's enough for me. I did a video from a while back of my Zara collection with my sister because she had a growing Zara collection too, and I think just after that I kind of just stopped chasing the Zara fragrances. But is that one that's worth me checking out? You definitely need it, Amber. Does that mean I need it too? Show us your whole collection live one day. Interesting. Ooh, so if you have not heard Mighty Strong, I just put up some shelving and my whole collection does not fit on the shelving. My initial thought was like, oh, I'm gonna put my stuff up and whatever doesn't fit is gone. Well, half my stuff doesn't fit up there, so I can't just get rid of half my collection. So it's a work in progress, if you will. But maybe I'll be able to show you what's on the shelf, at least. Duas Swa Maliki. I have it. I think it's nice. I just haven't gotten into it. I need to really wear it. But honestly, you guys, doing these lives really helped me to like sit down, think about what I'm smelling, getting your feedback just kind of helps me understand what I'm smelling and not just like, my mood says I'm not feeling it right now. You know what I mean? It's really helpful. Listen, take my money. It's amazing. Oh no, I gotta get my nose on the road thing. Brown Sugar Babe has the body oil called Mother. Yes, I think you'd love it. And yes, I'll take it. Thank you. Okay, Mighty. All right, you guys, I'm gonna get out of here. Thank you so much again. I appreciate you guys. I'm gonna continue trying to do this, but every time I do a video and I check my YouTube, I lose a lot of subscribers. So I'm not quite sad about that. I don't know what that means, but I hope that changes. Love you guys. Have a great night.